Okay, cool. So what was thinking is we could just start just playing a game in steady, and then I wanted just to type some advice. I'll type it in the chat, so then we still have a record of it um, as we go along, as well as speaking it. Um,
Okay.
so the test game, I turn off computer analysis in the study. So one of you can flip the board in chapter one, and we just start off um, a sort of a game with each other. Um,
So I and Kia will play.
yeah, okay. So and I just want to just sort of chat in the background a few things. Um, so yeah, the first thing I wanted to say to you guys is if you ever arrange a time, and this is kind of um, I mean, maybe it's pointless to say it, but it is useful. So if you ever arrange a time and then you later find you can't make that time, it's okay to then contact your opponent before that time and say, sorry, I can't make it. This is just because things can come up in life, and it's just better to do that than to miss your match, obviously.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's just a sort of basic advice of, yeah, it's okay to rearrange. Yeah, so you can,
Roger that.
Yeah.
Kia, start.
yeah, so one of you
Okay.
can take white and just start, yeah.
I'm white. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So then, Moha, you flip the board.
Kia, take one.
Okay.
Okay, who's playing?
You're going really fast. Okay. Okay, Moha, you're
Who's
playing.
playing? Who's playing? Who is playing?
Who is playing?
I'm playing white and what? Wait, what?
You are playing black and white together.
So who was playing black? So someone's got the.
Oh. So not me and Kia against each other.
Yeah, no. So I wanted Moha to take black, but it seems like the computer is playing black. So one of you's got the computer on.
The computer is playing
That's
black.
me. That's me. Sorry.
Yeah, someone had the computer on, and so it needs to turn the computer off, and then.
Yeah. Let me try.
I'll say, how come? I was thinking to say, how come Moha's so fast? Yeah, I know he's a bullet player, but that fast?
Should I start again?
Yeah, okay. I'm going to clear. I'm going to clear everything and start again. Okay, begin again. So Mark. Oh, sorry. Was that me? Okay, sorry. I don't know who that was. Okay. Yeah. And then the first proper piece of advice I wanted to give was in any position, there are either three things you could be doing. You're either improving your position, or you're attacking, or you're defending. So with any move, and sometimes you can attack and defend with the same move. But I just want to, yeah, so I'll just write that down. So notice all your moves at the moment, they are moves which are developing your pieces, i.e. improving your position.
Okay, can I use some time here?
Yeah, I want you to take really as long as possible. That will give time to also for me to comment as well.
Um,
Don't take too much time.
No, because really you're both going to be playing quite slow, ZH. Okay, so how many? Wait. So how many attackers? Okay, so if we just go back a second, there are 1, 2, 3 attackers, and how many defenders?
yeah, that was
Two.
2 defenders. So you can just do a counting argument. If they were equal, then there's a balance and everything will be exchanged. But yeah, d4. The number of defenders of d4. You could. The point is, yeah, d4 is just losing material because there are more defenders than there are attackers. So yeah, d4. I mean,
really hard to find a good move here.
no, okay, maybe
Oh,
yeah, d3. No, so maybe d4 isn't bad for some like advanced reason, but I think it is. Yeah.
You could have played the same line without losing a pawn with d3.
Yeah, exactly.
It still opens the bishop. It still opens the bishop diagonal.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay, d4 or d3?
Yeah, so he did d3. Can you see it on your board?
see d3, I see d.
Huh.
Okay, so I mean, as black, you could have gone d6 as well, but h6 is also a good move. So notice how with h6, h6 is a defending move, whereas d6 would have been continuing to improve your position. No, not attacking, but so I said there are three things.
It will be attacking bishop to g4, then maybe knight h5.
Yeah, but it's still, so what I mean by attacking is attacking the king. So d6 is just a developing move, improving your position. h6 is a defending move. They're both very good. Both good.
But I can play after h6 d6.
Yep. No, absolutely. So, exactly. It's completely fine. So basically, the most important thing, and something that, even in standard chess, is remember to develop, because beginning players the most basic mistake that players make in standard chess is the moment they can see an attack, like they can move their knight into here and start doing some things, they start doing that and they haven't developed their pieces yet. This is a problem that Zero has a lot. Hopefully he's getting over it. So development is the most important thing. So in other words, improving your position. Now note, or attacking or defending. Now if you're attacking, obviously, you're often when you're attacking, you don't have that many pieces in your hand because you're using your pieces to attack and you're maintaining your initiative. But notice if your opponent has no pieces in their hand, you don't have to go all out and attack them. You can do moves just like in this, because it's the opening. Notice how the opponent has no pieces in hand. You don't have to attack them. You can just improve your position because there's no.
They have them attack. Okay.
Yeah. Now, if you are attacking, you want to exchange material because if you're attacking and you've got initiative, you can exchange material. You can then use that material and continue the attack. Whereas if you're defending, you should try and restrict exchanges. Anyway, so so it's Kia's move.
Okay, it's my move. I have three ideas.
Yep.
One queen e2.
Yep.
Or knight to d5 exchange because I don't have a.
Okay, so what I'd say is the most common I'd say a common mistake. I'm not saying queen e2 is bad, but a common mistake in Crazyhouse, again among players, is moving the queen too much.
And it doesn't really look developed on e2, my queen.
Yeah.
And this move just exchange the piece, and I don't know if I have any attack with queen bishop. With bishop takes h6.
Yeah, so bishop takes h6. No, so bishop takes h6 doesn't work, but actually, Moha, this is actually a warning for you. By playing h6, h6 is actually perfectly fine. Completely fine. But watch out, because you've given him the idea of bishop takes h6 at some point in the future. It doesn't work at the moment.
If it was a standard game, it would be hard to defend. But after bishop captures h6, g captures h6, I have a bishop to defend.
True. But actually, in standard chess, it doesn't work at all. In this, it doesn't work in this position, but you have to watch out, because when both sides have got more pieces in their pockets, bishop takes h6 is actually a dangerous threat. Because then it opens up the.
So right now it doesn't work. But
right now it doesn't work, and later on it could. Like imagine if Kia had a pawn, a knight, and a queen in hand in this position. Then after bishop takes h6, g takes h6, he could put a pawn on g7. So you're saying I could put a pawn. Wait, but his move first. He could put a pawn on g7, threatening queen at h8 checkmate. If the king took that pawn, he could then dump a knight on f5, supporting a queen on g7.
I know the mating pattern.
And
yeah,
something like this. That doesn't work because the knight's protecting this, but something like queen takes h7, king here, and then pawn here, and that would be checkmate. So knight here, queen here, queen. Yeah. So this is the problem. So h6 is completely fine, but it does create weaknesses because it weakens g6, and therefore, exactly, Kia has got the idea at some point you could dump a pawn on g6, dump a knight on g6. which you couldn't have done before you did h6. And the other thing is you could take this at some point in the future. Okay, so queen e2 is very bad because not only does it walk into an attack on the queen, it's very important not to put your queen somewhere where it can be hit. And if your opponent just keeps on attacking your queen, it's even sometimes a good idea just to sack your queen. Don't move your queen too much in this game. So queen e2 is not good. This is a very nice move. The first move that came into my mind in this position was actually this, but I think knight to d5 is even better, probably. And the idea of...
And I cannot capture... Basically, I cannot capture the knight.
You
I
can...
lose a pawn.
Takes, yes. I think so.
I lose a pawn.
Yeah, I think that's the best move. Just to say briefly, the idea of bishop e3 would be if you took, you're actually opening up the rook file, and it's a good file to open up.
Now I love d6.
Yeah, d6 is good.
Sure. d6. Okay. Bishop captures, f captures, and bishop to g4 maybe?
Okay, so that's... Yeah, now another thing is, if you can capture a piece, it's worth thinking, do you need that piece? Or are you just giving it a piece for your opponent?
Because he can capture the e3 bishop with the knight. But it's pointless, right?
Yeah, so no, I think if you take on e3, he'll probably take back with the pawn because actually that opens up the rook on f6, and f6 is a square he's attacking. Yeah.
So knight captures.
Yeah. So the reason I was saying so that's a good move. I think this is also not good because if you want to take a piece, you have to try and say, do you have a use for that piece?
But wait, if knight captures d5, bishop captures c5, I cannot recapture the bishop. I have to move away the knight.
So should we go through this? Because if this, then this.
He captures. I have to move the knight, and then he grabs the pawn.
Yes, that's true.
So if I capture, he captures. I should retreat, maybe.
Yeah, or even better. Oh, wait. Do you have a more attacking move? After this? Wait. Not instead of this. You have a better move.
I see. But he could push.
So, okay, you never really want to go g3 because that will weaken all his squares. Like, you could even lose that knight for a pawn and you don't mind. So where were we? So I wanted to, right here, you were contemplating doing this, and you're contemplating doing this. Now, in all these sorts of situations, you have to think: does this exchange benefit me, or does it benefit him? So, do I have a need for a bishop, for example?
What about knight d4?
Yeah. So these are all
close up a bit. Not too much, because after knight d4 he could push c3, and I have to capture or retreat.
Okay, so you could do knight d4. Okay, so I'm guessing the best move in this position is probably bishop to g4, because that's your the last piece which you haven't developed yet. It pins.
He can kick away the bishop, right?
Just back off.
Not h3. I thought about a still idea like bishop captures.
Yeah.
C captures and knight c4 and knight c e3.
He could just double up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Bishop captures, and then I will go to h3 again.
Yeah, and then back off.
Yeah.
So that illustration, by the way, of knight e3 do this. That's a great example of reinforcement. Like there's no need to trade. Sometimes the best thing to do is reinforce control.
Yeah. And capturing the knight on f6 is not good, right?
So where's after here? I'm not. So you're saying caps on f6 takes. It's hard to say. So that
Then maybe trade off might be good. It's not, right?
well, so you have to ask like in any position does why if you do a trade you have to ask yourself why did I do that trade? Because if it's to get some sort of initiative.
The c5 pawn is weak, so I can maybe
No.
attack
Okay, so this is very important.
the full maneuver.
No. This is really important, Moha. We do not care about
Pawn grabber, right?
about no exactly. So pawns absolutely are amazing. It's amazing to grab pawns, but we do not care about weaknesses on the queen side. Like this game is all about attacking this king. If you waste time grabbing this pawn, black will have made moves making inroads in your king on your king.
Yeah.
So just it's not important. So if you take this bishop, the only reason you should take this bishop is because you want a bishop to attack with. And the problem with taking the bishop, the reason why I don't think I'd do that is I don't see a use for that bishop to maintain initiative immediately. Like
He still has he has a bishop in a hand, like bishop h5. Maybe,
yeah,
right?
so you've just given him an extra bishop in hand, which he's just going to attack you with. So
I thought about I need the bishop so I can defend.
yeah, okay, now that would be good. Exactly. No. So if you took that bishop because you wanted to put that bishop on a light square and defend your light squares, absolutely. That's a very good reason to do that. So just
So if we go through this line, I still has a knight to put on d5 later, and he has a c7 weak pawn.
correct. And that's why probably in this position, even I just looked. I've got the Masters games open because I'm cheating slightly. You shouldn't. Is in knight d5 straight away is being played straight away because the queen just has to go back, and then you could take the bishop because you might have some use for the bishop now. Maybe h3. Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't got the engine on, but I've just got some master games open. But going back, in any position when you're trying to decide, do I take so here? Sorry, this position. Yeah, black has got quite a lot of choices. Does he want to take this? Does he want to take this? Does he want to do this? And what I was trying to suggest is it's better often just to improve your position to control more squares on the board than to trade when you don't have a use for that trade immediately. So knight takes knight is great, but it doesn't give you any initiative. Like you're not going to use that knight immediately. So maybe better to do something else. So for example, if you did this, suppose you did this and then white did nothing and then you did this. Okay, I'm not saying you should do this, but you would have the option of I'm going to take that knight and put it here. I'm not saying this is good, but I'm just saying it's an idea. So you're taking the knight with a purpose.
He could defend. He could defend with knight at d2.
Knight at d2. Yeah, absolutely. Exactly. So I'm not saying that's good. I'm just so in fact, let's think here. Probably in this position. So if you did this, you could go here, maybe.
Good.
No. Why not here? I mean. No. Okay, look. Okay, so Moha, the problem is Moha. Okay, Moha, the problem is okay. Moha, the problem is this is not a good move because the knight is.
Wait.
Okay. So we need to back up, Moha. So firstly, yeah, this doesn't work. This doesn't work because, as you say, he can just take the bishop and then take this bishop. So it's not. This is not a fork. Secondly, it's creating weaknesses in White's position. that could just can later invade these weaknesses. And also, but backing up, this is not a good move in the first place. Everything should be focused around the king side. Your whole play.
Okay, what's wrong with knight a5, b5, knight captures c4? It's good.
Okay,
Loses a pawn.
the problem with knight a5, if I'm white here, I wouldn't play this. I would be focusing on. I'd be focusing on the king. I'd saying, how can I most quickly?
Because d5 closes up the bishop diagonal, so the bishop is almost useless.
I was thinking about that because where was it? Yeah, maybe we can take with bishop because we can later take the knight if we need it.
Yeah, that's true.
And yeah, and we can still use a bishop.
Yeah, and then you could drop a knight here in future, for example. Yeah,
Actually,
but
I like now bishop to e6. Because if he captures, I have a semi-open f5.
Yeah, that's true.
And if he captures the knight, he don't have the bishop pair.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, so I would be. Yeah, that is quite interesting, bishop here. But it feels like it is taking it's moving backwards and taking away from this pin, so it makes me a little bit nervous. I mean, I'm thinking, what about this? But then maybe it doesn't work. Takes, because then he's got this at the end of it. Yeah. So how did that rook end up there? Don't remember that.
Okay, wait. Okay, let's go back to the knight d4 line.
So you take control.
I think it's possible to not. Okay, I forgot the move order.
Okay. So you had just rook here. So again, you would never go rook here because that's oh gosh. I lost the page. You'd never go rook here because that would be a complete waste of time. What happened here? I just lost my page.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just getting back into the study. Sorry. Yeah, so you never do this. Remember, all your moves should be focused on attacking the opponent king. So this suddenly I've got the computer on for some reason. Why? Okay. So yeah, that's not good. But the line you were looking at was this.
Bishop captures.
Bishop captures.
No,
Okay.
it's bishop captures.
Okay. Bishop captures. Knight here.
Knight d4.
Yeah.
If he captures the knight, because he cannot capture the.
Well,
7.
this becomes a weakness. Yeah, he can, but you'd have to do this. Doesn't look pretty.
There will be some attacking, like knight h4 maybe.
Maybe, yeah. This so it's not obvious, but yeah.
I still can't attack.
Yeah, and he could just ignore you. Yeah, so this is actually and this is a really important lesson. If someone does this, like takes on g2, don't automatically take back. Especially if your opponent has a lot of pieces in hand. Like if they have 2 knights and a pawn.
I still remember this lesson.
Yeah, don't necessarily take back. You know, this one I could just go like this. This knight is actually defending your king. If he backs off, you could just put a rook there, and you're really safe. Okay, you're not really safe. I'm completely wrong.
Okay, no.
Oof.
I have a better idea.
I just pressed the wrong button. Sorry. Yeah, actually, you're not really safe. I'm wrong about you being really safe.
I don't like the pawn. I like this.
Yeah. So that's why that's not good. But something like this, maybe. Oh yeah, sorry. Oops.
Okay, no. I can capture with this knight if you put capture with this knight better.
Yeah. I made a mistake.
There's only one square, and I can then get.
Yeah, well, then you just take this. No, never take with the king. So you never take with the king. This is really important. The moment you take with the king, of course, you've lost. So can you see the mate if you take with the king? Just let's see if we can see it.
No, I can't.
Okay, so let's
capture.
Okay, without moving the pieces,
Okay,
let's see if we can see it.
King captures g2. Knight h4 check.
Knight h4 check. If he goes,
cannot retreat.
Can't retreat. So yeah.
King cannot retreat back.
Yeah. So I haven't seen it myself.
Then at g2 checkmate.
Yeah.
So he has to come to g3.
G3 or h3, yes.
H3 is safer. A
Mm,
bit.
Yeah, so g3 loses immediately. G3 loses because...
H3 is a bit safe.
Okay, so how would you deal with the king on g3 or h3?
I I have no idea.
If he's on g3,
Captures.
okay, let's first do this one. Can you see how to finish this one off?
Okay, let me think.
Yeah.
Okay, so an important principle in Crazyhouse is if you're doing a check which can be blocked, then
It's not good.
well, it can be good, but only if it's like blocking off the king's escape route, in some way. So checks which
So
can be
like,
blocked. The problem with this move that you suggested is he could just block.
okay. You can play this.
Yeah, that looks good.
Maybe this.
Yeah, that was the move that I thought was most scary. Wait. No, not. You have mate in one here.
In one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's mate in one. Yeah. So, and if you did rook here and king,
Wait. If he plays, if he plays, so if he plays king to h3, then okay. Oh no, debate. I lost it. He has rook to g2, and even if he defends, I still have. Okay, what? He's
you have this mate. Yeah,
no. Yeah, I have this mate.
correct. But now you have to watch out, Moha, because anything that isn't check gives the opponent a chance to counterattack. Oh, Moha's left us. Oh, he's back. Hi, Moha. Yeah. So no, rook at g2 actually is a very good move because it. The problem is against rook g2, he might do. What might he do? He might do this, maybe.
Or he can block. No, not good.
But then this, yeah. Then this would be trouble. And then this takes. Okay, and then whenever you're in this sort of situation where the king is in the open, the thing to look for, yeah, and that's checkmate. The thing to look for is how is the king going to run? So in this position, the king looks like running this way or this way. So yeah, exactly, something like queen here. And you might notice, oh, the bishop already blocks this off, so it's fine. Or you go queen here, and then that's checkmate anyway. Sorry, queen there, and
Queen g5 is not mate.
yeah, that's true. Bishop here is checkmate. So you notice these are the two escape squares. That one's already covered, and oops, just got disappeared. Where were we? Rook at g2. Okay, so we saw rook at g2, king at, yeah. So okay. There's a really important lesson in this. If you're ever in the position where your king is being hunted, like in this position, you should go to the square where you can't be checked so easily. So the problem with king here is there's a rook check, and then you
On g2.
yeah, and you'd have to go here. Where can the king go? Oh, you can't go there. There's a pawn. Yeah, so this is just all checkmate. Okay, we saw. So that's why h3 is safer, because the rook can't deliver check. In fact, there's only one. There's either this check or the knight check,
Which can be traded.
which can be taken exactly. So there's only one check, which is this one.
Okay, I still like rook to g2, even with king to h3.
Okay, so rook to g2 is good, but notice. So when you're analyzing, so I'd say you guys are going to have time. So always leave yourself 3 or 4 minutes to calculate a mate. So in this sort of position, you could just go rook to g2.
I only spent 4 minutes for the game.
Yeah, but so rook at g2 would be a good move if you didn't have much time. Yeah,
Here, this can happen.
Oh, but then you win a queen, and that's going to be trouble. Yeah, that's all over. Yes. No. Yeah, that's true. But even just when you win the queen, it's just going to be It's going to be trouble. Yeah, you're right. Rook takes pawn is going to be strong as well. But okay, but what I was trying to say is in this position, check for checks first. So I would. It may not work. I can't see the mate yet, but I would analyze this one first. If the king goes here, rook here is checkmate. So we know he has to take it. And now, can we see a checkmate? Yeah, that's a good idea. But he just goes back to h3, unfortunately. So, can we see anything else?
Okay, this should be good. Oh,
There's no more idea. Maybe knight g2?
No. You want something forcing. Okay, so remember the principle. When you're attacking,
Still queen h4 is mate.
when you're attacking, yeah, it's still too slow. I mean, okay, so it's fine. It'll probably win, but when you're attacking, you want you want to keep on trading things. You want to keep on you want to first keep on trading things, and also you want to make sure your own king is safe. So your knight g2 is you're trying to be too clever. You're threatening mate, and unfortunately that's giving your opponent a move to defend. So what I'd rather in this position is, and it might not work, but I'd rather do moves like this, because if he it doesn't work. It doesn't work. If he does this, then you have checkmate. Oh yeah, nice. Sorry, I missed that. Yeah, it's just straight in checkmate. Nice. And he could just have to go like this, and then you pick up the bishop, and you're threatening mate here. So that the reason why that feels so good. Okay, now he can just defend like this and so on. The reason that feels good is, yeah, exactly. And the reason this feels so good is that rook is also defending your king. So even if he had like a load of pieces in his hand, there's no coming back from this because you're both defending and attacking at the same time. Okay, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to look at the engine in this position and see if there is a forced mate. Yeah, there was the idea I saw earlier. Queen c8 apparently is strong, and h5 is also mating apparently. Yeah, so h5 is apparently a strong idea. Yeah, and then you said rook at...
Okay. There's an interesting idea.
Yeah.
Queen c8, bishop to c5.
Yes.
Rook d5 check.
And then you can take.
The queen.
Then you can sack the queen. Yeah, that's very nice. Okay, so then there's.
Maybe give a check.
Better. No, better here. No, so wait. Here, because you keep the rook file open. If you check from here, you give him cover behind the bishop. If you check from here, you give the king a cover. So you check. You keep the rook file open by checking at a distance from this. Yeah. No, okay, so this is true. This rook check is... I'll just go turn this engine off again. Yeah, rook check is fine, but okay, then this is another important principle. Whenever you're checked in this sort of position, better not to run, better to block if you can. So if I just block... I'm not saying this is good, but the reason why it's better to block than to just run is because if you just run, you're leaving open this file. You're leaving open control. So if you're defending, it's... Yeah, I mean, this
it doesn't work. Never mind. Because if you capture, the king captures on it.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I don't want to lose my... I mean, I'm not sure whether it's... Okay, so I mean, what would I do here? I'd be worried about... So basically, you can try and be smart about this, but I'd also just be worried about blowing everything. So I'd go bishop takes bishop as long as I had mate. Exactly. Brilliant. Exactly. So if you're going to lose the queen, make sure you've got mate to follow up. And that's a really...
The only defender for the g5 pawn is the bishop on e3, so eliminate it and then give it.
So that's actually a good tactic. If your opponent attacks your queen, threaten the mate, but you've got to be sure about what you're doing. because the opponent might then go for the queen and then fall for the mate. So it's a nice sort of tricky thing to do. Okay, so
And even if he captured, even if he didn't capture the queen,
yeah,
he still have
then it's all over. Yeah.
and then same idea applies.
Yes. So notice in this position how that bishop on e3 is like a key defender, which is why eliminating it is so powerful, basically. And that's why. Okay, so the move I was suggesting was rook here and then eliminate it. Now that's not the engine's best move, but I think that's a very efficient way of winning this game. The engine does actually have some. Says this or this lead to mate in some order, but it's not.
H5 line, I want to.
Yeah. So the point is, if you take this, then this is checkmate. Wait. So you have forcing all checks. Rook here check. And
Bishop capture.
takes checkmate. So therefore the king has to retreat, and then you come in here, and these two squares are both protected, so he has to go here. You capture it, and that just because you want the bishop, exactly, brilliant. And this here or here is checkmate. Yeah. Okay, so should we get back to? Yeah. So should we get?
Only the game we play? Nice.
Should we get back to the game? Because this is just like we're playing with a variation. So we're in this position where I was saying you could take here, or you could do this. And what Moha did was he took the knight. But in this position...
And then you capture with the bishop.
Well, we'll see. So in this position, what I'm trying to say is think quite carefully about whether that exchange benefits you or not. Like, do you need a knight for your attack? Do you need a bishop for your attack? Because every time you capture, you're actually helping... Whenever you capture here, you're actually helping white advance into your position. And I think pawn takes is actually stronger because it supports... I mean, I'll check the engine, but I think... Let's see if pawn takes is strong. Yes, pawn takes is stronger.
I mean, the only way to the bishop to access the king side and attack is by playing bishop b3 and then c3 or c4.
So what you're saying is so show it on the board. Bishop.
The bishop is stronger on d5 than the pawn. I mean, it still has it still has the a2 g8 diagonal.
Yeah, actually, it's not. It doesn't really work. So true, but see, this move is good because it advances this pawn into the opponent position, and the bishop's still there. And now in future, you can actually dump a piece on e6, and that's supported by the bishop. So in chess, you're right. This would be terrible because the bishop would be blocked up. But because it's Crazyhouse, the bishop is still actually staring at f7. So let's say black does this, and we let's just suppose you did this. You could even consider doing this, and it's not good. I wouldn't do this, but what I'm trying to say is you have that idea. In fact, it's the best move in the position. My goodness. Okay, so I just checked the engine for a second, and knight at e6 is actually the best move in the position. Takes, and notice this pawn, which used to be back on e4, has made its way all the way to e6. So it's almost becoming a queen. And that's going to support...
What after e5?
Okay, what after e5? Okay, let's just have a think. Okay, let's have a think. So my first thought is, I don't care about this bishop anymore. Wait. No. Remember, all I care about is the king. So my first thought is, do I want to go pawn at f7? And I'm not sure that works because he can just move the king away and then later go bishop takes pawn.
Dropping a knight on g6 maybe?
Yeah, knight on g6 is an idea, but remember, knights and rooks are worth roughly the same, so it doesn't really quite.
But even after knight at g6, he could just play bishop rook to f6.
No, I would just ignore it. Just take the bishop. Even it's like I don't care if you take my rook. I don't care. I'm just going to just take back. No, actually, you're right. Knight g6 does feel dangerous because a rook could support a rook on g8 later. So you're right. It is actually quite dangerous. I was just noticing if I did this, there's this check, and then rook here, and that's actually quite scary. Yeah, I mean that is looking a bit dangerous, like almost mating.
That's interesting actually because put a knight,
Okay.
captures, captures, and then give a check with the pawn.
Yeah. Rook here.
I have 3 knights and 2 bishops. I can't use them.
Well, what are you going to do? You have no initiative. I mean, I just.
Don't know how.
Uh,
So maybe something like Queen e7. White has no load, and I am interested in maybe getting a queen.
yeah, that's true. Okay, so you have a good point. White only has a queen. If White had a knight, for example, as well as a queen, you could dump a knight here, and he'd be almost
And then give
checkmating.
a check.
Yeah, you're right, actually. So this is actually not so obvious. It is actually. It's not so clear. If I just check for a moment, what is?
Even maybe the king captures on e8, e6, and he cannot. If he captures the queen, he's not advantageous. Bishop captures e6.
I'm cheating for a moment, by the way. Just so that doesn't work because of rook takes queen apparently. So apparently black's best.
It's okay. I will capture the rook, and he has a queen for for 3 knights, 2 bishops, and a rook. And I will grab the pawn.
I'm afraid I'm cheating right now, by the way, because I just turned the engine on. So the point is, if he takes, this comes in. Oof. Yeah. So
It's not.
okay. So I'm going.
Something like blocking with a knight.
Yeah. So
If he gives a check.
okay. Wait. When you give checks, don't give checks that can be blocked. If you check from a distance, he can block it. Exactly. So he does this.
Okay, he can capture. Okay, he can capture the bishop.
Wait. No. Let's go. You do what you said. Okay, I have to take, or it's checkmate. Okay, now what?
Okay, it's obvious. Queen captures. He cannot, he just has to block and then knight.
Okay, good. So white does just about get.
So not blocking with a knight, blocking with a rook, maybe.
So it turns out he just takes. Yeah. So it turns out the black's best move in this position, because I cheated earlier, is to do this, because the g8 square is so important. So takes, and that you're covering this.
And then maybe bishop captures e6.
And then if these sorts of ideas apparently they don't quite work because you don't have this, the knight is guarding that. Yeah. That's quite hard to see. Like I got to be honest, I don't see that at all. So black is just about surviving, still losing, but with that with knight at f6. But come on, just let's backtrack because we went way too far.
Let's check something.
Yeah.
I think yeah. What about this move?
I will capture. And I have a load that is sufficient for defense.
Yeah.
Like knight e6. I might play queen.
Okay, no, never. Whenever your king is under attack, never run forwards. If you run forwards, you're going to run into mate. So here it's possible, but you're allowing pawn at f7 check. So my hunch is there's a better move, but I'm not sure. Because the problem with this is that it runs into this check. So
doesn't help. Or even runs the queen to f3.
I'm trying to work out what is the best here. Now this is actually really difficult because if you go here, there's pawn here, check here, and then rook on the back rank picking up the queen. So pawn here, check. You'd have to run here, and there's still rook on the back rank. So
what if king to g8, pawn check,
do this.
then what? King. Then I have a rook.
Yeah, that's okay.
Not even a rook. That's a rook. Yeah, right. And
It's,
then queen to
remember, wait. It's much better to do attacks that can't be blocked. I mean, I think so. I mean, I'll cheat for a second. Yes, rook here is much stronger because it can't be blocked. The problem with rook here is he can just block it, and then his queen is now free, and you're never queening.
But still, queen h5. So queen h4 doesn't work.
Oh yeah. So you're still winning it. Yeah. So this is still powerful, but he can try and defend.
If he plays queen.
No. Okay. So stop. Wait. Remember, in this position, black is defending. Therefore, black absolutely does not want to trade off, does not want to do trades. It's really important. This is what the point I was trying to make in the.
All right. Queen g5, queen captures
g5. Just captures. It's all over. Absolutely, yeah. So, but this is a very general principle. If you're defending, you want to restrict trades. If you're attacking, you want the opposite. You want to keep on. You want to keep the trades flowing. So g6 is the sensitive square here. So I would say do a move like this: attack the queen and attack g6, or defend g6. Kind of annoying, right? This move. Where does the queen go?
I think there's an interesting idea, of course.
No, just take it.
No, that's longer.
Okay, sorry. Here, just this. If he takes, we have, I think, this.
That's very nice. Yeah, it's very pretty. No, that's very pretty. So after bishop takes pawn, you'd have to go queen takes. And then you have the same thing, same idea. Very nice. Oof. So yeah, I wouldn't know what to do here. I'm just going to cheat. Apparently, black's best move is knight at e7. Just defend again. Yeah, so this is just the really important thing is, if that's the threat, defend the threat.
Even though I still love rook captures f8.
Okay, queen takes.
Does it work though? Bishop to a.
I want to do a pawn here anyway.
It loses.
Okay, wait.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Loses.
Wait. So if
bishop to g8, bishop at g8.
Okay, so this is very.
Because if bishop to g8, if he captures, now knight captures works. I attack the queen, I threaten a discovered.
Yeah. So how you had bishop at g8 takes bishop at g8. I don't have to take that. Hang on. So
retreat.
Yeah, but I thought what you said first. This is much more dangerous. That's really dangerous. What you just said here.
If he captures, then bishop.
No. I was afraid of just this, but no. You're actually this is not working. Okay, sorry. Hang on. How come?
Why it's not working? Wait a minute.
Yeah, because I've got 3 defenders and you've only got 3 attackers, so you can't break through.
Yeah, okay. Now I will captures. Now captures, and now play bishop at h6 check.
And here?
Retreats, he lose, and there is a mate on h7.
Okay, but you got to watch out because this is Crazyhouse, and now I'm black, and I'm thinking, I'm going to now counterattack. So yeah, it's quite difficult though. It's not so easy. I want to counterattack, but wait. Just let's just see. Does black have anything here? So anything.
He has knight to f6.
Yes, that's quite good. And but what you have to watch out for is does he have an attack as well? So what would you do as white if black did this? and then this,
And even
and then this. Ah, very good. Yeah, because obviously, if you took the king, you have this.
even though even it gives a check instead of a knight. So
Okay, but
if
we
you have
got
a check
this.
on
Yeah, this one.
e5, if you give a check, I will capture and then give a mate.
Yeah, that's very good. That's very nice. That's very nice. Have to admit. So I need to find something better. So what else could we find? Can't see anything. So
Knight f6 is the only way to defend.
I'm cheating slightly, but it doesn't work apparently.
No knight f6
Yeah,
with mate.
yeah.
And,
Okay, but black does apparently have something
so
here.
it's not bullshit.
I'm going to have to look it up, but black does have an idea here. Nope.
Whole
No,
idea.
no, that doesn't work. Remember, you don't want to give away material. Giving away material is going to be bad. So apparently a nasty move is this, but no, white apparently is still fine, but it's just tricky. But yeah, okay. Yeah, so white should be winning, but it's not obvious.
What does the engine say after bishop at f5?
It says white is winning, but it's so it was so it's this, then this, this. Knight h3 takes bishop at f5. So obviously the threat is stuff like
Why not bishop at f5 immediately? Why sacking a knight? I think I can't sack the queen.
no,
Somewhere, but I can't.
no. So this queen defends everything, so you definitely can't. So I'm trying to think what to do as white here.
I should move the queen, but I will lose the attack if I move.
So yeah, exactly. So what I'm thinking is here.
Possible. But then knight e5, knight e6 enforcing, and then threatening.
No, but then I take, and then I win material. So I'm not interested in mate. I'm just trying to win material. Yeah, so I'm just winning material. Now the moment I get a pawn on the 7th rank like this, you're really in trouble. So remember, I don't have to do anything. So notice this queen is actually, like we saw earlier, it's providing really great coverage. No. Remember, okay, so look, in this position, black doesn't have too much. He's got a pawn, knight, bishop, and rook in hand. White is up actually a lot of material, so you don't have to rush this attack. So meaning it may be that queen takes pawn wins because, like, as you said, it may be that you have something like knight here check. Oof, I've used the wrong piece. So yeah, you're right. It might win because you have knight here check and then winning the queen with check. Okay, so absolutely, I think actually I think that's right. Yeah. So I think you actually found the mating idea. This is just all checkmate. Okay, so queen takes h6 looks to me like a mate, but there's no need unless basically don't play that move. Queen.
You can block, but then what?
Checkmate.
I'm still. Alright.
But what I'm trying to say is don't play a move like queen takes h6 unless you see the mate. Otherwise you're handing the... No, actually that's not true. That's not true. But what I'm trying to say is it's quite risky, that move. So you have to be very...
There might be a chance to blunder.
Yeah, so whereas in this position you're in complete control. And what I would be looking for in this position would be something like... Okay, what I'd want is, can I ever get a pawn here? And I can't quite get a pawn there. That doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. I want something much more powerful. That doesn't do anything. So the move. No, wait. Should I tell you what the move I want to do is? This.
This.
If he takes, this is bishop here is checkmate. So this is a kind of a slow move, but it's very powerful. Yeah, bishop here. Yeah, that's true.
It'll go back to the same line.
The danger, you have to be careful he doesn't have a counterattack though. But yeah, sure.
Even if he captures.
Yeah.
Then what?
No. So what he'll do is wait. This first. Oh no, he doesn't have enough. Yeah, this first. Then this. Got to watch out because now your king is open.
Do what you see.
You're saying yeah. Do your worst.
Even if he gives a check.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
We analyzed this.
Yeah, it doesn't work because a knight will mate and a rook will mate. So you can't afford. Yeah, and you can't. You just take it. Exactly. Yeah.
And I think you should play knight. Sorry. Oh, I lost.
Oof. Anyway. Where? It's gonna be hard to find. Where were we? Don't know. Yeah, so I think we were looking at this, and if the queen were to take back, you're threatening rook here checkmate, you're threatening knight here checkmate.
After that?
Yeah, so yeah, absolutely. A move like rook here doesn't work. You need something much more powerful. Okay, so how about this? Wait. How about
capturing instead of capturing?
Okay, so this is just a crazy idea. It doesn't quite work. Yeah, it doesn't work. There is this idea. It doesn't work though. It doesn't work though. It's just. But it doesn't work because at the end of the line there's still this.
Okay,
no, it's interesting to see this idea. It doesn't quite work, but So is there any defense for black here?
There is.
Okay.
There's not.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. Is there a defense? Okay.
What about G6?
No. You never want to compromise your structure. Never compromise your structure. If you do a move like G6, easy peasy to win this game. You just do this. I mean, no, G6 just can't be right, basically. You're just opening up a line to your king. But bishop at G6 is correct. I haven't checked the engine, but it feels right. Why? Exactly. It stops the mate here. The problem with this position is there's a threat of mate here with the knight and of mate here, and it's very hard to defend both. By doing this, it puts the queen on this square. Now we can just defend with the knight or something. Yeah, and then we can go like this. And then, okay, so this is not easy, but it's not checkmate immediately.
I think it's easy to move. Like this, bishop.
Okay, so Moha, you're going to have to really watch out that you don't do these moves threatening mate in one, which leave your own king open. I think you're okay here, but it's very risky what you're doing. Because you're leaving your own king.
I think what is the mating idea? Even if you give a check with the queen or the rook, doesn't matter.
Okay, so you play white. Okay, and then I take the knight.
Now give check. Now give check. After retreating, I can capture.
Okay, so
He
still
has at h7 mate.
okay.
The
So
way to prevent queen.
yeah.
For this is possible, but knight h4. Okay, not knight h4, h4.
Okay, no, you never do moves like okay. So yeah, your knight here idea is fine to stop the mate on h2. But if someone attacks you, the knight is still defending h7. You don't move that knight. We don't care about material in this game. So this is the kind of thing where you wouldn't retreat your knight. You have a pawn and queen in hand. You'd do something with that pawn and queen.
What will you do?
Just something. So I'm just saying the best move can never be to retreat the knight.
That can happen. Queen, maybe queen.
Yeah, okay. But so the
Might go.
so yeah, the problem with this is white will just pick up the queen, and even if he doesn't have mate, he's just completely dominating.
I'm not going to grab. I'm not going to grab the queen.
Yeah, you just pick up.
It's possible. It's possible. I will capture the knight.
Yeah, but you could just cut.
Grabs the bishop.
I
Then I give check.
he can capture the rook, and I would just grab the queen in that position. But yeah,
But if I go for the queen,
yeah. No, wait. If you go for the queen, remember we don't have to take back. And if you do take back, probably take back with the queen because it's safer because it covers everything. No, wait. So what's white's best move here?
it's actually
No, pawn takes knight is interesting. I mean, anything is winning for sure. So pawn takes, yeah.
he will capture the on g6.
No, but okay, so this is just all over. I mean, black just doesn't have any material. Yeah. So this is like just take all black's pieces.
And he has no defender.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, we got. Yeah.
Okay.
Should we get back to the game? We got distracted. So the first principle was exchange things when that exchange benefits you. So it's really important to think. But what we learned from all that stuff is if someone checks you, probably block the check rather than moving the king, because if you move the king, you give away control over that file or diagonal. Okay, so that's one really important thing. Another really important thing that people forget is remember to use the pieces in your hand. Don't just use the pieces on the board. Focus on the king. Okay, but we had this and we learned. Okay, so now it's Kia to move.
I'm gonna go with this.
Yeah, I think that's good. So Moha to move. So if you're taking the knight, white. So if you're taking the knight, you want to do something with the knight. So I'm guessing. What's the plan?
Okay, I had a plan here, but I forgot. Maybe it was something somewhere else.
So,
yeah, it wasn't working, was it?
So it's an interesting idea. So my third point I was just writing in the chat was make exchanges which benefit you. Yes, that's quite interesting. So this is, I'm just going to make this the main line. So make exchanges which benefit you. So it means when you take an opponent piece, don't. Sometimes an opponent piece, you take it. Yeah. Okay. So obviously you're going
Okay, sorry, we played this. So, we played something similar. We analyze something similar. Maybe I should play another line.
No, you can go ahead. Feel free to. Yeah, feel free to, because we don't have to follow the same line, but we could to start with. Like I think Moha had a good move in this position, and I think it's still interesting. He had which no okay, but the move he played actually was better, which was I thought d5 was interesting, but yeah. So queen.
It didn't end well. It didn't end well.
Okay, so the problem with queen e8. Remember, the danger is people moving the queen too much. In
Okay, that makes sense.
yeah, this is all over because he's just going to take a rook and then dump a rook on f8.
Oh,
So
I was thinking maybe I can solve it here or.
no, yeah, you can, but the point is just yeah, but you could just take here, and you're picking up a queen with check. It's really all over. Yeah. So you of course you don't take it. Yeah. So you don't take it. Come on, you move out the way, and you're losing a queen anyway. But you don't. Yeah. You would move out the way. If you take it, then you're letting him take it with check, and it's all over. So you move out the way, obviously, but it's still he's winning a whole queen. It's all over. Yeah. So yeah,
So
be
I
very
think
careful.
I
But so be very careful about queen moves in general. The queen here,
d5.
so something like
What
queen
about
here. The
knight?
danger with queen here is for example, is knight here. Yeah, exactly, or knight here even stronger. So that's why queen moves. You have to be really careful. If you're wherever I move my queen, can it be attacked? And it might.
d5 is the only move.
So d5 looked really good. Yeah, d5 is.
Or blocking with a knight.
So I like d5. I mean, so d5. I mean, I like d5. I mean, the question is, what should white play here? Because what we saw. Yeah. So Kia was thinking a knight at f7, knight at g6, and so on. Now I think white has a better move here for sure. I'm gonna just cheat for a moment. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah.
We played previously f7.
Yeah. So we didn't play it last time though.
No, that's losing. That's losing. King to h7. Because the king to h8, the knight g5.
Okay.
Knight.
Okay, but let Kia play. So Kia, what your move in this position?
Let me see.
Okay, so when we're thinking about this position, clearly white has some sort of initiative, right? I mean, if we just can I just backtrack a moment to see how we got here? White has actually lost a piece for a pawn. So in terms of material, white is actually losing. Okay?
And the bishop is under attack.
And the bishop's under attack. Okay, so we lost one piece. Okay, so let's have a little bit of think. Let's just stop and think in this position a second. So something to watch out for, by the way, is bishop takes pawn, queen takes, knight here check, picking up the queen. It doesn't work because
the bishop.
Yeah, the bishop protects. But this is really important to always be alert to this kind of tactic. Yeah, rook e1 you had a look at before. Now we want something more. Okay, I mean I don't know what the best move is as white in this position.
It is forced. I think this
Yeah,
must be the best.
f7 is a good move because. Well, okay, I'm not sure if it's a good move, but f7 is a very forcing move and it's keeping the initiative. The reason why I'm not sure it's the best move is because after the king moves, black does have the idea of just taking this and taking this. So the question.
I'm interested in knight d5 after d4, knight e4, the e5.
Knight e5, yeah. Knight e5.
After
Yeah.
Knight e5 might work.
Yeah. So whatever. Yeah, I agree. Knight e5 looks very interesting. What actually look, but the problem is any move you do has to keep the initiative. And the
I mean,
pro
he can take it. He can take the
you can just take the pawn, unfortunately, if you
after
go
knight
knight.
e after knight e5. He can take the pawn.
And
I
yeah,
have another knight to attack.
remember the rook is. I don't care. He can now ignore you and counterattack. Like he could go. Wait. Well, yeah, he could capture, or he could do. He could even just do this. I'm exaggerating, but what I was trying to emphasize, like, just ignore you. Um, so if I look, these are also ideas. I can let's look at the engine a second. I was wondering if this is any good, but maybe it's not any good. Yeah, it's not so good.
So the engine says queen h5, queen g5.
So engine apparently says rook f6. Just black. I think the engine just says black is up material. Let's just consolidate. Okay, so the problem with this. Wait. White. I mean, I haven't got the engine on, but I'm afraid of this move. Forcing this takes. I mean, I'm just slightly afraid of this. Maybe it's nothing. No, maybe it's nothing. I'm sorry. Okay. So the problem with Moha, the problem with moving the queen is you're just okay. So it may be a good move, but you're just letting black attack you like this. And whenever you move your queen, you're just giving your opponent tempo to attack you. So yeah, I was actually thinking before this lesson, what would be my one advice to Moha? And I haven't even seen your games recently, but just my one advice to Moha is to be careful about your queen moves, because they might give your opponent tempo. And I was thinking before this, what advice would I give to Kia? And again, I haven't seen your games a lot recently, but just for people of your level, I'd say beware of creating weaknesses in your position. So that'd be sort of like I was thinking of two people.
Wait. White. I love white position. I mean, what will you play as black?
Okay, so here, knight takes rook. I don't have to take the queen. I don't have to take the queen. Here.
What will you play? Will you take the knight? Then queen g6.
So remember, I'm just going to consolidate here. Or with the pawn even better. Let's just be really safe. So black's attitude is I'm up material. Whoa, no. Why not take it?
Oh, you take it with a knight.
Yeah. So the attitude for black here is I'm up material. White's got very little material in hand. I'm just going to. Whoa! I'm just going to take your queen. What? No, I'm completely defended.
Losing. Totally losing.
Who's losing?
Why?
Yeah, I mean, there's cheeky ideas here, by the way. Like this. You have to take. Why do you have to take? You know this, right? If you go hit. Oh, actually, you don't. My goodness. Careful. Queen defends. This doesn't work.
The queen defends.
Yeah. So actually, it doesn't work. Oof. Okay.
I should take either way because if I let it.
No, actually, this is fine. This is fine, actually. King h1 looks safe. No, I mean, hang on. So remember, there's yeah, but actually, pawn takes knight is powerful because knight here is checkmate.
Yeah.
So again, in this position, I would just consolidate. I would just play like this. Like, why mess about here? Let's just consolidate. Black has got so many pieces, and white's got nothing. Oh, I'd take your queen. So the way to win this kind of position as black is don't give any chances. Just don't get smothered, obviously. So black queen will have to move somewhere and just consolidate. Okay, that's not, I mean, like a rook. Maybe knight here. Give the king a breathing room, maybe. Okay, remember if you go queen here, there's the classic fork. So where do you move your queen? Okay, so we'll go back. That's it. I guess someone moved it, so it's a sign to get back to the game. So I think this was an interesting position, and it's white to play. Okay, so
I have only this move.
yeah, you did that move, and I like that move because it's forcing. The only thing I'm slightly worried about is
Because I have to.
you
Because
have
I
to,
have to problem.
you have to keep initiative, exactly. Like this pawn is falling on e6, so you have to keep on. You have to get initiative. No, yeah, rook e1 just feels too slow.
Yeah, maybe this. I don't know.
Yeah, you thought of this earlier. So I like at f7. Okay, let's look at the engine. Okay, so let's turn the engine on. It says at d7 is an idea. I had not thought of that at all. So that's the reason for that is
Obviously, cat.
the reason for at d7. Actually, at d7 is very smart because if he takes this, you take this. That's a very smart move. Yeah, that is really smart. So it's actually it's like it's cutting the protection. And if he does this, then you take this, and now you're in. Yeah, now you can do moves like knight e5, whatever. This pawn is safe. So at d7 that's very tricky. At f7 is the second best move. That's very natural. So okay, and what else is there? There's also bishop takes d5, queen takes d5, then at f7. So notice all the moves, all the best moves, are very knight at b3. Apparently hitting the bishop is also okay. But okay, going to turn the engine off. Let's turn the engine off, guys. But all the best moves are very forcing moves. Because white is down material, he really needs to force the issue fast. So Kia played this, and now it's Moha to play. So Moha, what will you play here? Yeah, why did you play to h7?
Because king to h8 will result in knight at e6.
Exactly. So whenever you're thinking where to put your king or queen, think, are there any attacks on that square? Now, when you put your king on h7, what kind of attacks are you? What should you be scared of from white? You should be slightly scared of. No, so queen h5 is not forcing. Queen h5, you could just dump a pawn here or a bishop on g6.
I'm afraid from knight e5. Afraid from knight e5.
Yeah, but again, knight e5 is not forcing. So the answer for what you should be scared of is pawn at g6 or knight at g5. So knight e5, you could just always block it or protect g6 square. But the two squares you're worried about are g6 and g5. You're not really worried about g5 because the queen protects it. And you're not really worried about g6 because white doesn't have a pawn in hand. If white had a pawn in hand, he could dump a pawn on g6, and you don't really want to take it because then knight at e5. So in fact, pawn at g6, you'd have to go back, and you're actually safe because these pawns are like protecting you, but you have this horrible structure inside your position, and you'd have to try and do this, and eventually.
I will have a h7 weekend.
Yeah, but then white doesn't have the rook or something to mate on h7. Okay, so you should be worried about this, but actually you're safe because white doesn't have the material to hurt you. So always think, what hurts me on h7? A pawn here, a knight here. But you're okay. Okay, so what should white do now? And I don't know the answer here. But whatever the answer is, you have to somehow maintain initiative. Because remember, we're down a piece for a pawn. So you have to do something forcing.
I'm worried I don't have anything forcing. Maybe I should make some defensive move or something that is not losing. Because still there are two pieces attack. I don't have enough material to do something.
I would really want to do something forcing.
Maybe I can capture the pawn and do something with pawns.
Is there anything you can do with the pawn?
Mm,
It's obvious. Okay, it's not. But
Okay.
I see a scary. Wait.
what is
You
scary?
can capture a pawn. You can't capture the pawn. Bishop captures d5. Queen captures d5, and then at d7, drop a pawn on d7.
Hmm.
That's my
Can
goal.
you show me that? Sorry.
Yeah, so bishop at takes d5 is definitely forcing. Okay, good. Queen takes d5. Okay, now this position. What should white do here? Like here, I think.
Oh,
So now we're 2 pieces down. Yeah, no, that looked interesting. Yeah. Now, actually, what Moha said at d7, that's also interesting. But I'm very.
yeah.
So let's make this the main line. This is
Yeah.
yeah. This is actually really interesting. So Moha was saying at d7. The first thing you should look at in this position is at g6. I've got to be honest. Like maybe it's not as good a move, but this is really forcing. You should always look at checks and really forcing moves. Okay, if the king goes back, okay, now I'm kind of like, oh god, what have I done? I've run out. My attack has run out, and so on.
Drop a knight on h7 maybe, but it will not help.
No.
You are still losing the e6 pawn. That's why d7 worked.
Yeah. So let's think. Well, what if you did king takes pawn? Do we have anything here?
Actually not. You only have a knight.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, nice one.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah, very nice. So if I go g6, he's going to have to go, because then if you win a queen, yeah, that's bad. He's going to have to go here. Yeah, that's nice. But what I'm slightly worried about is now black's got, okay, if we just pause in this position, notice black has got a lot of material in hand and white has nothing. So how is black going to win this game? I would suspect black is actually winning this game, but how would black win this game? It's very important for black to restrict exchanges. Whenever white tries to offer an exchange, like, no thank you, I'm not going to exchange, I'm just going to dump all my pieces on the board. And yeah, so what?
I think black is winning.
I would say black is winning this, but he has to be very. He has to know. He has to get his pieces in his hand. He's got 4 pieces in his hand. He has to get them on the board without doing more trades.
Knight at f6 might help in defense.
Knight at f6 would help defend. Yeah.
And the pawn on e6 is still hanging, and you cannot defend because you will lose a piece.
Yeah, I mean, what if I do this?
Okay, that's quite interesting. I will give up.
Okay, so I'll play white. I'll play white against Moha here. Okay, look, Moha, you want to get those pieces on the board, right? What'd you do?
Okay, that's a slip. That's a slip.
Remember, I need. In this kind of position, I need trades. I should have probably taken the pawn, but okay, never mind. Yeah, you shouldn't really listen to. I'm going for trades. You shouldn't give me the trades I want. This is really. You should not give me the trades I want.
I mean, how are you going
You should not give me the trades I want. You're giving me too many trades. You've allowed me to do too many trades. That's the problem. Like, you might still be winning, but you're giving me too much of a chance. And now I think you might be losing.
Okay, wait a minute. Come on. I'm thinking about queen captures f7.
Yeah, if I ever win a queen with check, you know that's not that nice. Yeah, that's game over.
Okay, that's a mate.
Okay, so just swapping sides for a moment. So Kia, would you like to try playing black? No.
Yeah.
Okay, so Moha, try and play black against Kia, okay? And try and no, how do I want to say it? I want someone to show how black can defend this.
And what's white next move?
Ah, okay, so you did knight here. No, knight here was interesting. Queen here. Okay. Okay, so who wants to be white and who wants to be black? That's the question.
I like to play black.
I will complete.
Okay, so Kia will be black. Moha, try and
Okay.
I'll try and yeah. So Kia will be black. I'll give Moha some tips as white. Okay.
That sounds fair.
That sounds fair. Okay, so the knight is under attack. So we need to defend it if we can. Or do we? It's kind of annoying. Yeah, I guess we have to defend it. Okay. So can I play Mo? I'll just defend it. Okay. Okay, Kia, what are you going to do here? There are actually two things you could do here, by the way. So in my point one, yeah, that's very good. But just going back, on my point one, I said there are three things you can do in a position. You can either improve your position, attack, or defend. And actually, in this position, you can do. Black actually has the luxury. He can do all three things, and they're all good. He could do a move like bishop takes pawn. Yeah, that's a very good move. He can actually attack. He could actually go straight in bishop at e3.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I'm not saying. Now the thing is, it's not the principled thing of like you got so many pieces in hand. Maybe you should just put those pieces on in defense first and then attack. So in a way, this is good. Do you know why it's good? It's connecting your rooks as well. So I think that's good. Okay, Moha, what should we do here? We desperately want material, so I suggest we take it. So let's take it. Okay. Now what do we do here? Yeah, no. No, we don't want to. Okay, yeah, no, sorry, I understand why you're doing that. You're doing that because you want to defend this pawn, so maybe you're right.
But if I play bishop to 8,
it's
then
too.
He has even...
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to do moves. So what I'd love to do is if I could do bishop here, that'd be amazing because it's both defending and attacking at the same time. So the reason I don't like knight here is putting the knight at the edge of the board. There's like bishop here attacking the queen and the knight. There are lots of reasons why knight here is and it's not it's not improving my position at all. So what is there anything better? Okay, so I'm going to do. I suggest doing this. So we have this kind of structure in the opponent position, and I just want to keep that structure. Okay, so who's playing black? Again, it's Kia. So remember, we got no pieces in hand, so how to...
Okay, it's clear.
So remember what your strategy is, just to dump all your pieces all over the board.
I think as long as I don't give him a heavy like rook or queen, I'm okay because
Correct.
I don't think knight is gonna be helpful for him.
Correct. But you have a choice. Do you want to improve your position? So like dump more pieces on the board, or do you want to attack, or do you want to defend?
I can put a pawn on e3. I can put
That's
a knight on e2. I don't know what can it do.
okay. So
Yeah, maybe.
knight at e2 feels too aggressive. Yeah, at e3 is very good. And then the other move, by the way, is just going something like knight at f3, f6. So at some point you're going to take here, and then rook takes pawn.
I still like bishop at c6 work.
Bishop at c6. Yeah, that's that, and so that's very good because I've got no blockers. If I had a pawn, I just put a pawn here, and actually that bishop is now looking silly. But yeah, bishop c6 is good because okay, but you did this, and so what do I do here? So if I take it,
I cannot obviously capture.
no. So
I'll
if you
lose a rook.
you don't lose a rook, but you're just giving him so much initiative. Just he's going to do to us what we did to him, basically. So he's getting a lot of initiative, basically. So what to do? But it
Fine.
no. So never resign. This is Crazyhouse. You never resign. Okay, so we only need a rook, and we'd be in really great shape. So what about doing this? So if he takes our queen, we take his queen, and then we got a. It's not that useful, but at least we're desperate for material. That's why I did this move. Okay, it doesn't work. Okay, now this is very important. Kia, what do you do here?
I'm not doing this.
No. Okay, no, do it.
Yes.
Do it.
Can't capture the queen.
Yeah. Do it because there's a trick. Does Moha see the trick for black here?
Of course, I see it.
Yeah.
Of course, I see it.
Yeah. So this is actually quite important. This one, Kia.
Should I play move?
Yeah. Mm,
Oh, sorry.
yeah, that works.
It's similar.
But that's stronger, yeah.
That's it. Yes, that's it.
I think knight at f3 is also mate.
I think it is. But yeah, I think it is. Knight at f3 is a kind of sexy mate because let me think. Because if I go here, okay, do the sexy mate for knight at f3. It's a very sexy mate.
Let me think.
It's going to be hard to defend. You can play knight e2, but it will not work.
No, black has mate here. Very nice mate. Very good. So if I take with this, he's got mate on h2, so I take like this.
Oh, what was it?
You obviously see
Yeah.
it. Come on. This is mother mate.
Yeah. So this only works because you've got 3 knights. So knight at f3 can work if you've got 3 knights. But okay, this is better because you only need 2 knights.
With this.
You only need 2 knights, so don't use one of the knights.
So
it does matter which one you technically wear. Because the follow-up is on g2.
right.
Yes, because if you went here, you wouldn't have this check because the knight defends.
Yes.
Okay, it takes. Okay, if I go down, I get mated, so I run up. That's good. Hang on, so yeah, and if I go here,
That's hard.
oof.
Probably not. Oh.
Wow. What did happen?
Where were we?
Okay, that's a big tree in the middle.
Yeah, I know. So it's king. The move was king f4 or something.
King F4, yes.
There we go.
Okay, so you can't run here, and here I don't want you to run here.
Yeah. So these are the two problems.
Even if I run there, it's not going to.
And you can't run here because the queen is covering this.
The king to e5. The d6, d5, d4 are all blocked. So I might not get use of.
Yeah. So Moha's saying there's a wall here, so we just need one check and we're done. So
Wait.
even like a,
Yeah.
Actually, it's two moves.
yeah. Yeah, nice, very nice. So we could have actually, in this particular position, you have to calculate. Sometimes it's queen here, sometimes it's queen here. In this particular position, this is faster because it forced.
Queen f1 is checkmate. And knight g2.
But notice after
Knight
this,
g2, knight g2.
knight g2. Yeah, yeah. Okay, if we use the knight, then this is just checkmate. What if we're not allowed to use that third knight?
Even knight at f5. Knight at f5.
Oh, yeah, I know. But suppose we're not allowed to use that knight.
No knight.
No knight. We're not going to use the knight. We have to pick up another one. Okay, now can we see?
So now I have to block. There's no move. Block. And queen captures. No, bishop captures.
Bishop captures, yes. Okay, so this is actually a really nice principle I feel in Crazyhouse, is when you have two pieces which are 3 apart like this. Notice that they control 4 squares. This is a really nice pattern to be aware of. Two pieces 3 apart control 4 squares. And just to give you another example, suppose I put a knight here and another knight here. Notice how 2 knights which are 3 apart also control these 4 squares. So when you're trying to look for a mating net using your pieces, if you have 2 pieces which are 3 apart, they often control a lot of squares. It's just and I like to call this thing a knight cube. It's just quite nice that 2 knights 3 apart like this do control a lot. Obviously 2 knights together also control a lot. If you have 2 knights together, they control a line like this, these 4 squares, and also the outside. But I wanted just to emphasize that.
It's a big wall.
Yeah, big wall. Okay, so yeah, there was a big attack which happened there. So after knight takes pawn, you can actually just take the queen, and there's this mate. Okay, so going all the way back. So this is fine. Here. So we figured black was actually winning here. But so what Moha said is actually this is quite strong. So let's make this the new main line. Okay, so we can keep playing. And it's Moha as black to play.
Black.
Okay, so why is this powerful? Winning the bishop like this.
It wins the 3 pawn.
Yeah, so the reason why the bishop is dangerous, by the way, Kia, is that's the threat. So of course you want to take the bishop. Yeah, okay. So Moha, what are you going to do now? Watch out, there's a threat. Yes, very good. So notice if you did this, I think this is a problem. Winning the queen. Yeah, but it just feels very dangerous. You know, black is losing the queen and his king is really exposed. Yeah, and if you took with the rook, obviously there's this, winning the queen. So yeah, you played the right move, I feel. That's a good move. Okay, so Kia to play.
What should I do?
Yeah, so I'm thinking, what should you do here?
Yeah, I like this.
Very nice. So what's the idea?
Should I say it? Yeah, the idea is bishop here. Oh, sorry, I can't move. Right,
You
because like yeah, here there is bishop here or bishop even here.
yeah. And which is better, by the way? Is bishop here better or bishop here better?
I like it.
Yeah. So why is that better?
Bishop away.
Yeah. Why is bishop there
Bishop
better?
away is better.
Yeah. Why is it better?
Because the important square is g6, and I can always take anything if black put a piece in there.
Yeah, because you really don't want a bishop on g6. You want
And there are always ideas like if king here, I can play this.
yeah. So that's the point. You want a knight on g6. That's what this is all about.
Wonderful. That would be a win.
Okay. So what are you going to do, Moha?
I'm lost.
No. Just stay positive.
Yeah. Oh.
Now that move, it's not so obvious because he could block on f5 now if you put your bishop away. So it's not so clear. So I'm still thinking myself what to do here.
Bishop at g6 still works, but it's not clear how. I mean, you can play bishop at g6, and after king h8, now bishop to h5, freeing the g6 square.
Yeah, but that feels slow. I mean, yeah, fine, but then the danger is you counterattack.
Bishop to g6.
Okay, you're forced.
h8, and then what?
I don't think there's something there.
I still believe in bishop to g5.
Okay, so the problem with this move feels very slow.
And this bishop is defending my knight when I don't use it. Because if black takes the knight, I can check here.
The knight on e5 is hanging.
Yeah, no. So I like. So this is interesting, but I'm worried that black.
If he captures
No, yeah, of course. You can't do that. Yeah, you can't do that. And black's got lots of pieces there in hand, so I'm concerned that you're giving black a chance to defend.
Yeah.
No, but hang on. This maybe still be good. Wait. Keep going.
I like to think more here. Here.
Yeah. That still needs some analysis because back he can still go knight.
I think bishop g6 is a good move.
Yeah, I think bishop g6 might be good actually.
It will not help.
Yeah.
I mean, if you put a knight and let's say I still move and bishop d4, I can still play
f5.
f5.
Yeah. Okay, so I think bishop g6 is strong actually, but let's have a think. Bishop g6 is strong, but I think I've found a nice follow-up move. That's why it's so strong. Yeah, now white to play here. I feel there's a very strong move here for white. No, that's he could just block. I think he can just block it. Takes, check, and then he just blocks.
Blocks. Oh, I have nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
So going back to this. Okay, white to play. What you really want to put a knight on g6. So you have this brilliant idea. I really want a knight on g6. And you also have the brilliant idea.
I I want a knight on f6 or h7.
So it's clear to play here.
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Knight h7 or knight h5 are both good.
There's something.
Knight h5, knight h5 loses.
So
Queen captures e5. Knight h7 is actually good. Threatens
Oh,
a
yeah.
good mate idea.
yeah, I feel that feels very threatening. Yeah, and that's basically forced. Now Kia does this. Yep. 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 Now black is in check, so it has to take. Yes. Yeah,
So
but does white have anything here or not? Hmm. Now
I'm
the
interested in this idea. If you play knight h7, and if you capture, then you capture, and you are threatened to mate on rook h7.
yeah. So
Black has nothing.
hmm.
You can still play knight g5.
Wait. No, black does have something. No, wait. Black does have something. This.
Still going to grab.
And now you're not threatening mate anymore, right? Or are you?
Material.
So now I have to calculate. Is this?
I want to retreat.
But hang on, let's just calculate. Is this a mate? If you put a rook here, takes, king takes, bishop here, check, king goes here, and rook here is not quite mate because the queen defends. So do you see what I'm saying? If black just did nothing, the threat is this, takes, king takes, and it's a back rank idea. Bishop here, you have to go here. Oh, you can't go here. The knight protects this square. Okay. Yeah, so white is actually protect. Yeah, notice that, by the way. This is very important, actually, to be aware of this. And the key piece that white has is this bishop in hand. Means he can trade off the back rank, and he's still got one diagonal in hand to put back on f7.
So only way is knight.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure about only way, but notice that white does have a mate threat here, which it's easy to miss that. White is actually threatening mate here, so we have to take it very seriously. We can't, for example, do a move like knight here check, because white would just take it. I don't care. I'm threatening mate. You can't take my queen. If you take my queen, I then mate you. So you have to be really aware of the threats. Okay, so knight takes. Yeah, so going back here again, bishop here felt good. Maybe there's a better move. Maybe knight here was better.
Yeah, knight f6 or knight g5 all helps.
Yeah, knight here is much better because that way I'm not giving you the bishop you need to finish off that mate. Oof, you're really giving me trouble. I mean, honestly, as black here, I'm contemplating crazy stuff like queen takes pawn. That's how bad it's getting.
It works, but
it doesn't work. But yeah, it's just.
Is very powerful. d7.
It doesn't work, but I'm just contemplating it. I mean, I'm contemplating also knight here.
Let's actually move the king, maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, move the king and then. Yeah, I want to do that. Takes. No. Here. Yeah. Okay, so notice what I'm slightly concerned about is if you go.
Let me complete.
Well, let's go down. Can we go down first? Check down first, because always you want to go down if you can. Now, is there mate?
Yes, it is. No, it might. Knight capture.
Can we just think a
Or
second?
knight.
Yes. Keep going. Yes. 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 Brilliant. So that's a really brilliant pattern, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so you're right. You do have to go up. So now what?
Knight. Oh, that's actually losing a piece.
Oof.
Never mind.
Yeah, and then the king is coming in as well.
This is good. I think this is good.
Yeah,
Now
this is
maybe play
this is annoying.
now maybe play H4.
Bishop takes. Yeah, yeah, bishop takes.
Okay, not I bishop captures. Then there is no mate, right?
Yeah, it's looking. I mean, we still have stuff in. We still have two bishops in hand, so it's the game is not over. But
Now it's the king cannot move, so you have to give up the bishop.
oof.
Now give a check with the bishop or the pawn. Now where to go with the king?
Yeah. So in these sorts of situations, you have to try and say. So this is blocked off.
If you go to king g5, bishop h6,
Yeah. Or even yeah.
king f5, and then what? Then what? Then what? Oh, bishop to g. King f6, bishop. This is checkmate.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm not sure if it was forced checkmate, but so if we go all the way back to here. Let's just have another think here again.
I think knight at f.
Yeah, knight at f5 does look strong. Sorry.
Because now the queen is open, the queen diagonal.
Yeah. So this does look strong.
This is closed.
Yeah.
And then maybe play. We played previously h5.
Yeah, h5.
Does f5 work at f5 work? Maybe at f5 king captures.
Okay, so it's one step at a time. Hang on. So at f5, there are 3 squares for the king. If you go here, that will be checkmate.
If you come here, what will happen?
Bishop here, checkmate.
Bishop here, checkmate.
If you go
Knight h4.
if you go here, then there's also checkmate.
Then also checkmate.
Yeah. So that's why.
So the best move is capturing the pawn.
Okay, if you go here,
Check. And then you come here, or to h, or to e4. E4 loses. It's just checkmate here. Oh, it's not. Sorry.
almost.
Checkmate.
Yeah, exactly. So therefore, the only move is. Yeah, so this is very nice, very, very nice little line that we've discovered. Bishop takes, and then even better, this, and that's checkmate, isn't it? Oh no.
H5 it works more, and now this is checkmate.
Yeah, so this is really pretty. Not obvious at all, actually. I'm just going to check the engine that we found it correctly. Yep, mating 4 with at f5. That's really pretty line we found to mate this king. Yeah, so notice white looked like he was attacking and stuff, but it was actually this knight e2 is kind of dangerous, followed by this. So that's really pretty, right? So actually, what we learn is knight at e2, probably queen takes knight, is yeah. If you don't go queen takes knight, you're losing. So that's if you do that.
This knight captures maybe, and there's a mate.
No, but then
unless you play knight h5 and now to play.
Wait. No, but black can now start checking. Knight here, check.
Is black winning?
He has to
No,
take.
I can capture.
Now what? No, yeah, you could do that, but let's just see if is there anything forcing. I'm trying to see if there's anything forced here.
Queen g5 check.
Remember, I can just get blocked.
At g2.
So queen g5, you just block it. That's no good.
And then you sack the queen on g2. They would
Maybe.
check from the bishop on f on c6, and it's kind like, let's try it. Check. Box.
Oh, don't block. Oh, very nice. Oh, yes. Oh, that's very nice. So he has no blockers. So, oh yeah, rook mates. Yeah. No. Come on. Whoa. Come on. Find the mate, please.
There's no mate.
Yeah.
There's a mate.
Yes. No,
Oh, that's not.
that can be blocked.
What?
Yeah, Kia sees it.
Wait.
He's making.
Wait. How?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is really important.
H1.
That's a really important mate. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he could after bishop come over, but it's not better.
So you're right. Queen g5. Apparently, queen g5 isn't right because of knight at g3. How annoying.
Oh.
So there is a mate.
Even after. Okay, that makes sense more.
The idea is you go queen takes rook, and if rook takes, rook here is checkmate, same mate. So he has to go king takes, and now we have a back rank idea. Rook at d1, king here. This is quite hard to see, but the idea is he takes, the rook is enough to checkmate.
More nice.
So what else he could do is he could go here, but then you just peel him up, and if here bishop here is checkmate, so he better take it, and then go at g5, and if he goes back, bishop here is checkmate, so that's easy. So he has, yeah, bishop here, it's checkmate. So he has to go up, but then just simply bishop here is checkmate. Yeah, the queen is cutting off. So notice, yeah, the queen is, yeah. Okay, that's quite hard to see, the queen at g2. That was actually quite a nice idea of picking up the rook. It turns out queen at g2 directly is the move, but that's quite hard to see. But basically, that's the idea. So what that meant is that, yeah, knight takes knight was not a good idea in this position. White has to defend against these mates. But going back, because we kind of backtrack. So we found takes. Okay, this is takes. Knight here was good. Queen here, bishop here, king here. And it's white to move. We were thinking knight h2. Yeah. So let's yeah. Exactly. We had this.
Wait a minute. If we play this,
No.
captures, then what?
Yeah. So black is not completely losing in this position. He's got a lot of pieces in hand, and he's got mate threats. We saw. So white can do better.
So knight e4 doesn't work.
Okay, so knight e4 is good because it's defending f2. So we have to be very careful now as black. So what do we do here?
The knight cannot capture.
No, absolutely, yeah, absolutely, can't capture, yeah. So knight at e4 is a very good move. So what would black do here?
Same idea.
So what I'm tempted.
If you play this same idea, check, you still cannot capture.
Yeah, you can't capture because I'm afraid of. Well, I'm actually afraid of queen takes knight. No, that doesn't work. Okay.
Queen G2. Piece has to capture now.
Yeah, that might also work. Yeah, that might still work.
Now bishop check, king, and it is.
Yeah, same idea works. You're right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Same idea works. Good point.
So what about instead of knight e4? Right, bishop to e4.
Knight takes bishop. But okay, that's risky. Let's see if we got something more solid.
Or even if he captures, now what to do?
Yeah, but let's think for a better move for black here.
Okay, wait. I see a good move.
Yeah, exactly. It was a very risky move capturing because the knight was a good defender. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Not capturing.
now, what's a better move for black here? Let's think.
Same idea? No, it's not blind.
Not
It is not for.
not immediately. Yeah, that I like. But now what? I mean, maybe yeah, exactly. That or even bishop. Bishop's more powerful because you're threatening mate on 2 squares.
Okay. I 1 minute and I will be back.
Yep, sure.
Okay. Hear about these ideas, maybe.
Oof, you're right. That's very nasty. Is it? Because then you've got a double check. You'll even promote. You could even promote, maybe. Yeah, you could promote.
Yeah.
And remember, I'm defending, so I don't want to do any exchanges. So I do this.
There's rook here, but maybe. Yeah. It's maybe good.
I run. That's a very good move. Only move. You have a good move here.
I have.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I think so. So the thing to think about in these sorts of positions, so you're white, right? Is
Right.
which squares am I controlling? I notice these 2 knights are controlling these 3 squares. And when you recognize that, you recognize, so there's actually a back rank issue here.
Okay, but you can block, right? It is.
Okay, so I just do my only move that I can do, which is something like this.
Oh. No.
No, that might be the right move. Yeah.
But you can escape here.
Yeah, I can, but you have another move though, actually, in this position, which is better. So remember,
Somehow.
those 3 squares are all controlled.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's checkmate.
nice.
So yeah. Those 2 knights like this with the diagonal. This is a very nice mate. Oof. So what do? What if I go bishop here?
I do the same thing.
Go ahead. Nice. Yeah, nicely done. That's really pretty. Hmm. So, oof. So, hmm. So you did knight here, pawn takes knight. So how did that happen? I did a bishop here, and you went straight for the attack because I hadn't defended myself properly. Oof. So what can I do here? Yeah, so this is really tricky. How to defend? I mean, I suppose the queen takes bishop. So that's, and you take. Do I have anything or not? Because now you still got this knight here ideas.
Wait, do I have to take that back? Sorry.
Which is why not?
I'm back.
Hi there. Yeah, so Kia noticed a very nice, very pretty idea in this line. After this, going for this mate, going knight here, check. King here is forced, promote, check. Now remember the principle, if you're under attack, you don't want to give exchanges. Yeah, if you take it, he just takes... If you take it, he's just getting more and more material, and so he's just helping you mate him. So yeah, taking is just going to delay the mate, but actually, so we try and run away. Rook here, check. It looks like we're about to run away, but then you have knight here, check, and notice that that square and that square are controlled, and this square, this square, this square are all controlled. So now there's a back rank issue. The king is restricted to the back rank. So you go knight here, check, and wherever you put the bishop, whether you put it here or here, all black has a diagonal, so you just take it, takes back, and there's a beautiful mate white has here with two knights and a bishop. So that was a nice mate that Keir found. Very beautiful. And it looked like black was really winning this. But it shows the importance of defense. Yeah. So this square has to be defended. So if bishop here, that's actually that is a serious threat. Yeah, no. Okay. Remember, you're black here. Look at what you have in your hand. You would never do a move like backing off your queen. You have to use all those pieces in your hand. Like if you said do this, sure, or do this.
Also, that's a slip.
Yeah. If you said do this, even this is actually quite. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Even this is actually quite interesting, by the way. It's quite an advanced idea, and it's just basically saying the bishop on g6 is just blocking up that square. Okay, I'm going to look at the engine, what it thinks is the best move here. Yeah, bishop at g6 is the best move. Bishop at g6, really? That is actually quite... Oh, now it's changed its mind. But bishop at g6 is a very smart little move. The idea is, I'm just going to... The bishop on g6 is useless, but what this is actually saying, bishop at g6, is if you don't take me, I'm taking you. So, but this is like really advanced. This is like 12-teen level Crazyhouse to notice bishop at g6. And the idea is then...
It's not my level.
No. So yeah, I mean this is because then once you take him, you're still controlling this diagonal. If he takes you, you then get back control. And the point is, if he just takes, then we can do our knight at h3 stuff. We actually got mate with knight at h3. So that whole knight at h3 idea of queen at g2 still works. So bishop at g6 is like a genius move in this position. Gosh, okay. But okay, backing up. This all came about because we were thinking of this knight at h7, knight takes rook idea. But I thought there was a stronger move in this position. I'm going to check. Okay, so it turns out knight h7 is the best move in this position, so I didn't realise this at all. But surely there's a better move for white here. Instead of going bishop at g6. Was there a better move? Maybe it's not so obvious. See, I'm thinking here queen h4 might be a good idea. So I was saying always be careful of moving your queen. No, 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 no. Whoever did that, you're weakening e3 and you're allowing a whole attack on your white king with e3, f2. So really, really bad idea. Who was that?
Me.
Yeah, you don't want to weaken your king side. King safety is so important. Use new pieces in hand. Don't weaken. Yeah, that's interesting. So I'm wondering about queen h4. Now, sure, black could do something like this. Yeah, that's actually really interesting. I mean, the thing I was thinking is just this. Because if black takes, we take with check. Obviously, this would be a terrible blunder. Because then we have the classic ideas. Although, do they work? Because it'd be this, this. Sorry, that gets mated. This. Knight h4, king here.
What?
Someone moved it. Yeah, I've got no idea where I am now.
Okay. I think.
Oof. So we were back in this position, and I was thinking about. Yeah, now I was thinking about queen h5, knight here.
No, bishop work.
Yeah. So, oh, that's very nice. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, whoever did that, well done. Yeah, that's really nice. Picking up the queen. Who found that?
But if
It was Moha.
if he retreats, not immediately capturing, rather knight captures.
No, I liked capturing.
Capturing immediately.
Yeah.
Captures. Knight captures.
Wait.
Okay,
That made
No, I got mate somewhere. Let me see.
Oh, right. Nah. I'm bad at Crazyhouse.
And if he captures with the knight, then obviously we've got other mates. Just go double check, so he has to go here and then okay, checkmate. Okay, so how was our game going? We had this interesting line here: takes, knight here, queen here. We're trying to find the best move for white here. Okay, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to look at the engine. Queen h5 is quite good. Yeah, so queen h5 is quite good. Bishop at e4 apparently is also good. The bishop at g6, bishop at d4 apparently is quite good.
And f5, and then what does the engine say?
Queen h5. So the idea is
if he captures,
knight here, isn't it? Yeah. Obviously hard to see. I liked queen h5 immediately. So notice, so queen h5 immediately. Now I've been telling you guys don't move the queen basically in Crazyhouse. Now what I meant by that is if you move the queen, you need something fast that the queen is doing because otherwise the queen's going to be chased away. Like if knight here. Now, as it happens, there's knight here and picking up the queen immediately. Okay, so there needs to be an immediate. The reason why, in fact, queen here is so good is because there's an immediate threat that the queen is making. And even if you attack the queen, even if you defend that threat, the queen has got somewhere to go in some sense. It can't go here immediately, but it can go like bishop here and then trade and so on. Meaning if it does bishop here, for example, then yeah, I was thinking bishop there, but does it work? Because he just backs off.
It works because bishop to e4. Now you threaten knight at g6.
Yes. So then
He has to block.
yeah, this is tough.
If you play G6.
Okay, never. No, Moha, never. Please. Yeah, you never wanted to go. Just never move the.
Yes,
So
then you can play.
basically
Then
never.
you can play F5.
No, but then this. It's not pretty. But yeah, the F5 might be the best, but it's really not good.
Maybe we can play this.
That makes me feel safe, though.
Play
Actually,
black better.
no, that makes me feel safe, Kia, because I can use the queen to defend the king. But I'm wrong though. I'm wrong because you've got this and then this. So I'm completely wrong. And that's checkmate. But we lost that position again. Okay, but going back to our game. So from the beginning. Yeah, so it always...
I think I'm the one who blunders a lot in the losing the position.
It's okay. So we were doing all these moves, trying to keep some kind of momentum. Yeah, we did this one back. Knight at h7 was interesting. Takes. Okay, so... Okay, do you want to play on from here? As you play whatever you want to. So it's Kia to play.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so what is this position all about? This position is all about... Remember right at the beginning I said...
Wait, I wasn't...
Are you white or black?
I'm white.
So remember, guys, right at the beginning, Moha, when you played h6, I said the danger about h6 is it's fine, it's a good move because it stops this annoying pin. But remember, the danger of it is it will weaken g6, and at some point there's a bishop takes h6 ideas. Just remember that was right at the beginning. And notice in this, then later on, remember when you played this move, I said watch out for g6 and watch out for knight at g5. And now all the way later in this position, this is still an issue. Knight at g5 could become a threat in future, and g6 is a weakness. So white is down material in this position, but black has some weaknesses. Okay, so Kia to play. Yeah, do whatever you want. We saw that we actually saw some engine ideas, and we saw some other lines. But play anything you like.
Yeah, I want to try something new.
I mean, I said don't be afraid of doing what we saw already, but Moha's going to have to defend better than what we did before.
We can start with
No,
this.
I'm not.
Yeah, that doesn't
work, but yeah.
Okay, so Kia to play. Do you take with the queen, the rook, or the king?
Oh, I'm black?
No, Moha's black.
I'm black.
It's quite important to get this right. Okay, so if Kia had like...
If I capture with the queen, I will imprison the king.
That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. Let's think a second. Is it a bad thing capturing with the queen? I can't see anything wrong with capturing with the queen, actually. The queen, remember, the queen next to the king defends the king. But you did king take, so let's... Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay, I'll see what. So apparently queen takes is really bad. Okay, so I'm just wrong. And rook takes it.
Also, it's like queen. It doesn't work.
Yeah, so the reason why queen takes apparently is really bad is just one brilliant move from white, and I've cheated to see this. Yeah, that's not the move. It's only one move that works here. Nope.
Oh, come on.
Nope.
Sorry.
Maybe don't move it. Just have a think. Just have a think.
Okay, come on, please. Don't tell me.
Okay, don't tell you or do tell you?
It's queen h5.
Yeah, Queen h5, the threat is knight at g5 and then the other knight coming in
Yeah.
to f7. But that's quite. I didn't see that. Like, I just straight up. I didn't see that. Okay. Anyway, you played king takes, so we're going to stick with that. That's the main line, and it's Kia to play. And I know what I would play as white in this position, but I don't know what the best move is. But I know what I would play.
Okay, let me think. This is even harder than chess, you know?
It's more tactical, yeah. So what I would do, it may not be the best move. I would threaten mate in one. Can you see a move that threatens mate in one?
No.
There is a move that threatens mate in one. So it's like this is like if this was like bullet, you could do two moves.
Probably he didn't play it because he's afraid from at f.
Okay. And
18-1.
yep, I don't.
I think the only defense is this. Right or wrong?
Or bishop to h8, or but yeah, no, knight to h8 is good because it's threatening to take on g6. That's why it's knight. I like that move.
Okay, I need a pawn or diag.
Yeah, and you don't have it.
There is a good move. Might not work. Full not. Never mind.
Okay, maybe queen. Oh, I want to trade queen, right? Or maybe I don't.
Okay, that's
Yeah, no, it is interesting.
but it's losing.
Okay, we better take it.
Can I take it back?
No.
Oh.
Okay, hang on. Wait. Can you take that knight? So first up, just to check, by the way, black doesn't have any mating ideas because knight covers f2. Even if black had loads of knights, the smothered mate doesn't work. Taking the knight, oof, it's risky because there could be. But yeah, okay, it seems fine. Yeah. So black seems to have won a piece back, won another piece rather. So black is up quite a lot of material. Moha's got up quite a lot of material. So given that you're a lot of material, Moha, you really need to make sure you consolidate your position because your position is weak.
And that's the only thing I am bad in.
Okay, so what's Kia going to do here? Let's see.
Okay, I'm actually bad at Crazyhouse at all.
Okay, so what's Kia threatening, Moha?
Let me see. My sights. Okay, okay, it's threatening mate.
How?
Queen at f7, check. And wherever the king moves.
Correct. So how do you defend f7?
Okay, one way to defend is.
You've gone very quiet, by the way. But yeah. Yes, you want to defend f7. There are loads of ways you can defend. You've got so many different pieces. What's the best way? Okay, come on. There's much better ways to defend. Okay, I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, but there's something better you can do.
Oh, a pawn.
Yeah, still not good enough. Oh, come on, there must be a better way. Okay, so actually, you might be right. I just realized something. So you might be right. You might be right because my initial thought is because I just realized there's a danger in this position that I hadn't realized before. So yeah, pawn is actually good because it actually cuts off this rook completely. I was thinking bishop here, but I just suddenly realized that Kia might have a second threat, which is rook takes pawn, king takes, and queen here check, which I hadn't spotted. And that suddenly made me nervous because then he might be hoping for something like king here, queen here check, blocks, knight here check. And okay, so you're right. Blocking with the pawn or bishop is actually very good. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
I didn't calculate rook takes g7.
I think your initial idea of a bishop feels better because bishops defend backwards as well as forwards. But also because pawns are really useful
and also when he captures on c7 in future, the bishop on c5
exactly
is protected.
is protected, and also because pawns are actually really useful to attack with. So pawns should be here, here, here. They should be threatening to become queens. I'm going to just sorry, it's going to cheat just out of interest. Yeah, bishop d7 is the best move apparently. Well done. Okay. Yeah, the reason is the rook takes g7 is a big threat that I hadn't spotted. Okay, Kia, we're going to have to... How are you going to... Maybe going back, actually, you need to do something faster. So your bishop... I mean, Moha just found a really brilliant move with bishop at e7, and that just... You need more material to be able to continue your attack. So can you see a better move?
We can see
a fork, maybe, some kind.
Oh, right.
Come on.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was the move I was thinking. Yeah.
Anyway, play it.
Yeah, so I think that's good. Yeah. The reason why queen here doesn't work, obviously, you just defend the knight with the bishop. So yeah, I feel that's a good move. Okay, so what do you do, Moha?
Okay. I'm still. I'm going to survive it.
Yeah, no, okay. Remember we learnt a lesson earlier. Like that might actually be the best move, but we learnt a lesson earlier that whenever you're checked, especially if you've got loads of pieces in hand, yeah, okay, but even better, oof. I could be wrong, but as a
I
general,
don't want to trade queens.
no, you don't want to trade queens. Correct. Bishop. I feel bishop is better. Okay, I'll make sure I'm not teaching you wrong things. Apparently, pawn is better. Yeah, so pawn is fine, but the point is
Pawn because you said consolidate.
Consolidate, exactly. Yeah, but I was thinking even bishop
is more powerful.
Yeah, apparently pawn. I mean, the engine likes pawn, but I liked bishop because I wanted to save the pawns up for here, and bishop is a better defender than the pawn. Yeah. But apparently pawn is good. But okay. But yeah, now that was really important though. Is just block if you can block a check, block the check because you're so much safer. Your king was so weak earlier, and now it's actually really safe. Okay, now what?
Okay, I'm thinking about bishop at c6. Defends the pawn on c7, and also I the pawn on g2.
Yeah, that's good.
But he can play f3.
So my first reaction was bishop at d6, but no, yeah, go with bishop c6.
Okay, knight c6 is better because it protects the pawn on d4.
No, I like your idea because you realize your idea is threatening mate. No, it's not, but it is. Yeah, it is. It is. It's threatening mate. Do your idea. It threatens mate. If a move threatens mate, it's probably good. It has to be taken seriously.
Okay, I'm not. I actually don't see the mate, but
Okay, what's the mate?
there.
The mate is, if he does nothing, what's the mate?
Oh, wait.
Okay, it's obvious. I think. Okay, it's not obvious. Or bishop captures, king captures, knight c5, and now bishop to c5. And you have to get out or wherever you want to go.
No. Queen here is checkmate.
Bishop e.
That's checkmate.
Oh, right. Wow.
So I have to go here.
Queen check, king moves, and now checkmate with the pawn.
Yes, and just in case you made use a new pawn, just since you have the stuff in hand. Yeah.
He can capture with the queen and then he captures.
Oh, that's true. Oof. Yeah, you can capture the queen. I hadn't seen that. Yeah. Nice mate. Yeah. Okay, so Kia is not going to move the pawn. He's going to defend the mate. Okay, now this is important. If someone attacks along a diagonal, what do? You
defend it.
Defend along the same diagonal, probably, yeah. I mean, if you can. Like, bishop at h3 is possible, but probably you want to defend along the same. Okay, that's not good.
Yes, I think it's not good.
Do you see why it's not good? Because the exchange will just benefit. What's Moha going to do now?
Okay, let me think. Because I'm very, very slow.
Yeah, repeat. And now suddenly, actually, probably White's best move here is probably this. So, you want to reinforce this diagonal, absolutely. Exactly. So when he takes, and you've blocked off the diagonal. Brilliant. It's a good move. Okay, very hard to move.
I think I still have an idea.
Okay, I like that move. Do you know, just simply because it's saying, I'm just going to keep on dumping. I've got so much material in hand. I don't want to trade stuff. I'm going to just keep on dumping material on the board. Yeah, and it's both attacking and defending in a way. Just controlling the board. Yeah. Okay, Kia, you got a hard task ahead of you.
Oh, my knight defending this.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry at all about h2.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, why? I mean, you can.
I think it's fine. Almost.
That seems reasonable, but yeah. Why not?
Okay, I have nothing.
Yeah, that's reasonable what you're doing. Never give up in Crazyhouse. Never give up in Crazyhouse. You're going to win this. Okay.
Oh, but not this.
Yeah. Okay, so Moha missed winning the queen.
Wow.
Never mind. Okay. So what are you going to do now? What you going to do now?
Can I have a take back?
It's okay. You're winning anyway. So what do we do here? That's almost a very beautiful idea. Doesn't quite work, I don't think, but it's almost a very beautiful idea. So Moha, you've got to be careful.
I saw the main.
Why? Why didn't you just take it?
It is a mate.
No, I don't see
Okay.
it. Go, show me the
No,
mate.
it's not.
Okay, show me the mate.
Okay, it's not. Wow. Come on.
Well,
I thought rook to h8 is a mate.
takes. Hang on, let's.
You wanna go with that?
No, hang on. No, I just want to see. I want to see if it is mate or not. Okay. White to play.
Rook to h8. He has to capture.
Okay.
Now
No.
check. He has to
Yes.
go, and now queen captures.
Yeah. And if I block, you're just going to take. So he runs. Okay. Next.
Check.
Yes.
And then there's. He can go here.
Okay. Then.
And then I can grab the rook. But
Oh,
then-
you know. Yeah. Okay. Actually, that's okay. Actually, the bishop is protecting. Wow. You might be okay. No, you're not okay. Okay. So if you grab the rook, I feel black has mate, and the idea is this one again. Obviously, you have to take. And then maybe this doesn't work. I'm trying to think if there is a mate here. Yeah, I feel there's a mate here. I feel like rook. No, hang on. I'm sure there's a mate here. I'm just trying to work out what it is. Yes, rook here looks really scary. This is very cunning. Can you see all the follow-up? The bishop on h1 actually takes away a square from the king. What next?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's forced. Oh, that's checkmate. Okay,
That's mate.
that's even mate.
Yeah,
Okay,
checkmate.
it's not. So king takes rook is forced. Then
What do we have here?
Then pawn check.
takes.
Now bishop captures.
Yeah, this is really pretty, isn't it?
Captured.
This is so pretty, isn't it?
No, knights check.
Yeah, and if I go here, queen here is checkmate, so I have to go up. And we saw this
You have to
already.
go up, then there's another check. It's a mate.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have used the queen, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, probably easier was just using it's very standard queen here, bishop here. With the two pieces 3 apart like this, and then the knight covering. Yeah, that's really pretty. So that's why you can't just go and grab the rook. But that's quite hard to see, by the way, this rook at h1 idea. I'll see if there's any other way of mating. Yeah, apparently there are a whole ton of ways of mating. But rook at h1, very pretty idea because of this. That's really pretty, right? So, backing off here, knight takes h6 is really interesting.
I played the king to f8.
You played king to f8, yes. So if this, yeah, okay. So we played king to f8. Okay. So it's Kia to play. Do you have anything? It's a question indeed.
Not clearly, I'm losing.
I don't. You have a lot more material, so it's not clear at all you're losing. And you have a dangerous double knight and queen attacking combination. So this is really not obvious at all.
I like my bishops.
And and it's the kind of position I honestly don't know.
No, I have nothing. I should defend.
I don't know. I feel like you should have something, but I'm trying to work out. So we just saw that 2 knights and a queen are going to be dangerous because you could even go knight here, pawn takes, and dump a queen here, king takes, knight here will be checkmate. Like, if you just did this, Yeah, okay, obviously losing the queen would be terrible, but what I'm trying to say is knight h3. If you took, there's even queen at h1. If bishop takes, knight here is checkmate. And if king takes... Yeah, okay, I'm just talking nonsense. But anyway, because you don't have a queen in hand. Anyway, I'm... Yeah, let's get back to reality. I'm going to delete all that stuff. Okay, white to play, white to play. Sorry, I was just trying to say that this is kind of dangerous. Okay, good move. It feels like a good move, yeah. Continuing the attack.
Longest crazy house game in the world.
Yeah.
So do you have any more checks?
I do.
Oof. Okay, I think you got a better check.
Wait, what?
You have...
Was the better
This
check?
is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes, good.
But king d7 and then.
Yeah. But at least...
And now
Oh,
I'm
right,
thinking
right.
what to play. Mission failed. You'll get him next time. I'm lost. No, I'm not. If I play king to east, then he can just grab the g7 pawn.
Remember, this game is not about pawns.
He can give a check with the g7 pawn.
Yes. So you don't... Yeah, that you don't want to accept. Can't allow him to give checks while taking stuff.
King to e7.
Yeah, okay. Can you see any checks? So I honestly, I can't see anything. We've got to go for these checks.
You have to forfeit capture.
So why didn't you take with the pawn again?
I will open the 7th rank.
And then block?
And if he blocks, quick capture.
No. Remember, always use new pieces.
Oh, right. Bishop captured. Sorry. The e. Now what?
Yeah, so I'm not... That's what I'm saying. So this is very interesting, but what I was saying is if I would have taken with the pawn, feel safer? And to be honest, the move I was thinking in this position, I don't know what's the best. I thought I was thinking of this. But anyway, he did this, and king takes. Okay, so Kia, your move. But yeah, so now you can do what you wanted, I think.
Okay, I have to calculate. I have two good moves, I think.
Yeah, so what are your two good moves?
Knight takes and bishop here.
You
No,
have
no.
pawn there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, pawn there, indeed.
Okay, pawn there is kind of stupid to me. I don't.
Feels very forcing a pawn there, but okay.
Okay, sorry, I'm taking long.
No, I want you to take this. This is the kind of position where it's good to calculate. So that's why I recommend you save time for these sorts of positions where you need to calculate if there's a mate. So I'd have actually gone with the pawn move myself, but just check.
Oh, wait. That was bad. Not good.
Yeah, now he's safe, isn't he? Not only is he
Yeah.
safe, but he's actually threatening mate. With knight h3 takes and queen at h1 checkmate.
Wait, can I move back and play?
Yeah.
This move.
Okay. Ah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so this is much more forcing because the knight and queen are keeping the king kind of controlled. Okay, so king. So if bishop takes, queen takes, king back. Yeah, queen go. Okay, go takes. Okay, now what do we do?
What do we do?
We only have one bishop, and this is a case of initiative. We only have one bishop. What do we do?
I think I'm still winning.
I think you're still winning. So there's something smart worth recognizing here, actually. It's not so easy to notice. And that's, I don't think, well, I won't say it until Kia's moved. Because otherwise, I'm giving him too much of a hint.
Yeah. Oh,
Sorry?
hold on.
White to move. Okay, so what I wanted to say in this position is Moha doesn't actually have a mate threat. He has two knights and a queen, but the queen covers f2, so there's no smother idea. Yeah, just want to talk about this position for a moment. And also the bishop covers g2. So, and if ever Moha did bishop takes h2, what would you do, Kia?
Takes h2.
If he ever does bishop takes h2, what move do you do?
King h1.
King h1. You never take it. If you take it, he comes in. Oh, knight here, queen here, and game over. Yeah. So if he ever does bishop takes h2, sidestep. If he ever tries to do a smother, just sidestep. Everything is actually really defended. So that actually the key to this position, I think, and I could be wrong because I haven't checked the engine just now, is actually Moha doesn't have a mate. So you could have just picked up that rook, threatening rook here, rook here, rook here, basically checkmate very soon afterwards.
Here's the thing. I didn't saw rook takes e8.
I know.
Iterated.
Yes, I know.
You can capture it now.
Yes. So Moha, your move.
Capture it.
No. Moha, you're going to fight back now.
Okay.
Yes. Good. And now, so now Kia's like, he's run out of material.
It was better to capture the rook.
Of course, it was better to capture the rook. Yeah, but we're
Yes,
the game goes on. The game.
Lost. It's obviously lost now.
It's obviously lost for who?
For him.
Oof, is it?
I mean, what will you do? Your queen is under attack and the rook is under attack.
True. So you keep fighting though. Come on. Kia, you can do this.
I'm trying.
Rook takes rook is quite sneaky. Because you can't take the queen then.
Okay, queen captures g7 was better.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't. Yeah, I was just saying there's a trap in rook takes bishop, which is if you capture the queen, rook there is checkmate.
There's a mate.
Yeah. So the point of rook takes is just to set you a trap.
So what do we have?
Do you have a check?
I think I'm winning here.
I don't think you are, but you at least still have initiative for a few moves. Yes. At least you got some initiative, that's all.
Consolidate.
Now, something to notice about this position is back rank issues. Yeah. That's very nice, because if king goes here or here, there's a back rank issue.
Okay, I shouldn't have played king.
Yeah, this is tough. I think it's all over.
I think we lost him.
I think.
Back.
Hi. Yeah, so it's all over, like mate. You see the mate, Kia?
Yes, mate in 1.
Mate in 1, yes.
E7 and rook.
Yeah.
E8. Can I use engine now?
Yeah, so let's play. So what should Moha play here? Let's say king here and rook at e8.